my God. Oh, hey there. Apart from yelling your nerves away into a pillow and growing a thicker skin,
What are you doing?
here are a few more tips you can do to help you prep before presenting in front of camera. First, try rehearsing in front of a mirror or record yourself on your phone.
Hey, and I'm presenting in front of the camera to see what I'm doing and see how these things are working and how I'm presenting and all these other kind of things to get accustomed with how to present. And I'm practicing in front of this iPad, but it could be a phone, to see what we're doing and see how we can do some things.
Practice the tips and points you've already learned in this webinar with the mirror or phone method. This gives you a chance to see what you look like as you present and correct the things you don't really like. If you're happy with what you're seeing, odds are you should be pretty okay, as we're all our own worst critics. If you're not happy, then try again and repeat the process as many times as necessary until you're satisfied. Next, breathe. You know that vital life function that keeps us all alive? Yeah, that one. Remember to breathe so you don't really do this.
A lot of times when people are nervous, they start really talking and then they really forget to breathe because they're so nervous and they just want to talk and get it all out there and then they forget to breathe and then all of a sudden you gotta and then they start continuing and then it doesn't really sound very good and then it sounds really messed up and then it's all just speedy and then it just doesn't really sound very good.
Practice pacing your speaking points so you can emphasize certain crucial areas of your presentation and speed through the other areas that are less important. Apart from that, I think breathing is pretty self-explanatory. Last, take up space. And I don't mean stuff your face and get fat. I know that can be hard these days with the self-quarantine measures. But what I really mean is get comfortable with your body and posture. Oftentimes when we are nervous, we'll subconsciously shrink, literally and figuratively. Learn to loosen up. Dance alone in your room if you really have to.
What are you doing?
Nothing?
And learn to take up space. Apart from that, avoid compensational behaviors, which are tics like shifting eyes and swaying back and forth for no apparent reason. Quick note, you're not going to notice these things yourself if you don't practice beforehand and critique yourself. Then finally, stay away from foods like nuts, sparkling drinks and sodas, coffee, and any form of alcohol. These things really will either dry up your mouth or make you burp mid-sentence or even change your overall mood. This is not, I repeat, not a situation where you want to be depending on that liquid courage, as tempting as that might sound. Guys, I'm looking at you here. No, you shouldn't even have one beer. Trust me, I've been there and I've done that. Practice these tips as you're prepping yourself to present. The more times you practice, the easier and more confident you'll become with your presentational skills, on and off camera. There are plenty more tips and tricks when it comes to prepping yourself, but these are the most simplistic and fundamental things you can get started with right away that will drastically improve your presentational skills. But until then, back to you, Leighton and Nathan. Tongue twister. Your guys' names rhyme. See ya.